Welcome to GleanCat.
Hello friends, on behalf of Best Engineering Aids and Consultancies, I, Harikishan Gupta, welcome you to Solidworks Pdm Data Management Made Easy. This course is specifically designed for Parason by Beacon. We'll see everything we need to understand about Solidworks Pdm designed to manufacture as a solution for Parason. So let's see the content of the course, the agenda. The agenda will look like this. We'll understand the user interface of Solidworks Pdm, how to create different types of data inside PDM, either you are from design department, team lead, manufacturing, top level management, quality, etc. Then we'll try to search some files with different types of inputs for the data we have created inside PDM. And lastly, we'll see the communication process linked to the workflows of Solidworks Pdm. Let's begin the course. To log in to inside Solidworks Pdm, first thing, we recommend Windows 7 and Windows 10, which are perfectly integrated with almost every version of Solidworks Pdm. So first thing, when I go to my computer, I'll see all the PDM vaults listed that are installed in my client computer. So I'll be using this computer as my client computer for this course. Let's say I want to log in. The first thing, when I click on the PDM vault, I'll see the username and password asking. So let me give a username and password. Let's say I want to log in as a design engineer. I'll type in the username, let's say the username and the password, and log in. You'll see the user interface of Solidworks Pdm. As you see, it is quite exactly similar for your Windows user interface. Everything you will do in Windows, you'll do in Solidworks Pdm. Either the shortcuts, the way you create data, the way you manage your data is exact inside Solidworks Pdm. The only difference will be the folder color and the preview tab. Let's directly jump into the main folder, the Workspace. For Parason, all the projects you create in your organization are perfectly configured with this folder structure. When you go inside the Workspace where you have all your projects, you'll see 4 different categories or project types. The first project type will be pulp and paper, which is right now very important and the one which is in process for Parason. The others, defense, other, and starch. Let me go to pulp and paper and I'll see all the different project categories inside this folder. As you see, these are all the main categories of Parason machinery, India. Agitation, screening, where you have C screening and F screening, cleaning, delinking, dispersion, paper machinery, pulping, refining, resin handling, and thickening. If you want to go to any other project type, just click on the project type and it will take you to project subcategory. And the project subcategory will contain all the projects which you have created, working, will be created in future for Parason machinery. For example, let me go to pulping. I'll see PHN as the project subcategory. When I go inside, I'll see the drum pulper, which is my project. And when you select the project, the first thing you'll see all the data linked to my project. When I select the project, I'll say the project number. I'll say the project name, which is from Pulper, customer, project type, project category, project location, project subcategory, project description, who created the project when it got created. So as you see, just by selecting the project folder, I know everything about that project without even opening anything. Let's go inside and you'll see different folders for that project. So as a user, you don't need to work on creating everything with a standard, because Solidworks Pdm will take care of your standards. You just need to create the data and it will get created exactly in the way it needed to be created with the standards. If you see, there are 4 different main folders inside your project. They are CAD, where you will save all your types of CAD data, either it is 2D, 3D, drawing, either it is from SolidWorks, AutoCAD, etc. Then the GUI drawings, manuals, sales and marketing folder, and the main folders for your project. Next thing you'll see in the folder will be the project data. That will be your main project plan and the project ideas. So to explain this process, let's create a new project and work on that. Let's see. So let's say I'm in the main folder of my workspace. Give a right click, new, and I'm creating a new project. So as you see, you don't need to create your whole folder structure every time. PDM will do it for you. New project. This is the project number which got automatically created by Solidworks Pdm. Project name, let's say HMP CNL. This is just an example. You'll be giving the real project names of your organization. That will be Parason project names. Customer, let me make myself as a customer. Beacon. Project type, you can select the project type. These are the main folder which you see in your workspace. See, pulp and paper, starch, defense, and others. Right? So let's say I'll take pulp and paper. Project category, you'll see all those project categories over here. Let's say I want to work on pulping. Project subcategory, so these are my subcategories. Let's say my subcategory will be DLP. Plant location, these are all the plants which you have in your organization. Let me select let's say PMI 5. It's today, so it will take the date of today. That's good. Project description, I gave just an example saying that project creator client course training, right? And I say okay. So what happens in the background? Inside pulp and paper, that will be this folder. Inside pulping, inside DLP, there will be a new project, that is HMP_CNL. Let's check it out. I'll say okay. That's good. Let's see. Pulp and paper, we created inside pulping, right? Pulping, DLP. This is the one which we have created inside, right? So this is my project subcategory, and when I go inside, I have my project. And when I select the folder, I'll have all the data according to that folder. I'll say the project number assigned for the project, project name, customer, project type, project category, location, subcategory, description, created by, and the date. Good. I'll go inside. I'll see all the main folders of my project: CAD, GA drawing, manual, sales and marketing folder, and the project plan. So let's say a top level manager, either your team lead or your director or your president, created a new project. Let's go to a project plan where you'll be doing all your brainstorming, since this is your new project. So I'll go to the project idea, and I see all the information is pre-created for me, right? Project name, date, project number, everything is perfectly copied from my PDM to my Excel sheet of my project plan. Let's say I'll give the data. For example, team lead assigned, let's say I'll say search in arcade. Project manager, let's say Madhuri. Then concept design deadline, I'll take a date. Today is 18th October. Let's say 22nd November. Number of users needed for the job. I'll do this for general, and I'll say number of users are 5. Marketing inputs. Type in your marketing inputs. Right? Then we'll give project exact actual idea what you want to achieve from the project. What exactly I want to achieve, and the concept brainstorming. Once that is done, so the concept brainstorming will be in-depth example or in-depth explanation of your actual idea. Then we'll give the minutes of meeting. Now, one thing I want to clear over here, there is no exact requirement saying that we need to fill everything in the first line, in the first place, or in the first day. This document is a live document. Your project planner is your live document, which you will be editing all the way in the course of time, from the day you have started your project till the day you have ended your project for your dispatch or installation. So remember, the data you will be entering here is a live data which will update in the course of time from day to day. So give all the information. Here you can take all your signatures, so it can be electronically generated. That means you can type in your name and date, or you can take a print of this sheet and add it to your project planner. So once when I give that, I'll go to the main planner where I'll see all the different concepts or different categories of my project or different stages of my project. So as you see, under concept design, under CAD design, under production, vendor development, quality check, assembly, quality check after assembly, documentation for your project, production released, and installation. So all these different stages of project are captured inside your project planner, where it will capture two things. What was the actual expected date and time, and what was the duration which took in real. So make sure you give all your data. Once that is done, go to your worksheet where you will type all the inputs. For example, for my vendor development, I need to give inputs like see, I'm typing all these inputs. Quality testing, let's say physical appearance, right? Then interference interference between the assemblies. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Okay, so give all your inputs. In the same way for production, what will be the inputs? For documentation, what will be the inputs? All your inputs. So again, this will also be your live document, which you can update by day with the data and with the process and the project overview. So make sure you fill all this data depending on the time of your project, depending on the date of your project, depending on the process of your project. Once that is done, close it. You can save it. Now, after doing this, you'll have many project ideas. So you can create your project ideas. Project idea 1. As you see, you don't need to give any input when you're creating a project idea. Everything is auto captured, auto created. Let me open my project idea. So I have all the inputs here. Marketing inputs, then the detailed inputs. It can be your desired outcome from your project. Right, something like that. So once when you are done with your project idea, close it. In the same way, you can create as many as project ideas you want. So again, everything is filled. I'll say okay. So this will be my project idea 2. That's good. So it is project idea 2 here. Then I'll create my project idea 3. Everything is again automated. Project idea 3. So you see 1, 2, 3. There are 3 project ideas. What I'll do, I'll just say check in. Good. Once I check in, let's say project idea 3 is the one which you have selected for your project, right? So I want this project idea connected to my project plan, right? So let me check in the project plan. Good. And when I do this, I'll see the state of my project. This is under thought. All my ideas are under thought, even my project plan, right? Now I'll check out my project plan, make sure I get the right access for my project plan. Select project idea 3, right click, copy my project idea 3, paste it to my project plan. That's good. Say okay. I'll check in. I'll give the comment. Idea selected for this project. That's good. So what happens in between? When I go to the history, I'll see that history over here, even the person details. When I hover to the user, I'll see the details of that person as well, and all the hyperlinks over here, the phone numbers, everything. Now when I select contains, will also help me to understand what that contains. So this project plan contains project idea 3. Now I'll say next. So once when I fix my project idea, I'll say state change by right click, and I'll say idea is fixed. Idea 3 selected and fixed. I'll say okay. So if you see, once when I do that, the state of my project changed from project under thought to project concept design. So now it is under concept design. So what happens in the background? The people who are under concept design will start working, will create their concepts and add the concepts to my project plan. Right? Let's see. I'll create concept number 1. I'll go to my CAD folder. So in between, what we can do is I can log out as the top level management. and log in as the engineer. Let's see. I close this, log off as my top level management, log in as my CAD engineer or design engineer. So I'll give my username, I'll give my password and say okay. That's it, I've logged in. What happens in the background? I'll get an email asking for concept design. So once I go to this Parason, I'll go to the workspace, pulp and paper, pulping, DLP, CAD. Now I want to create a concept. Right click, new, Solidworks part. In the same way, in your computers, you'll not only see Solidworks, you'll also see AutoCAD if you want to. I'll say new part. Part got created. Description, conceptual idea. I don't need any SAP item number for my conceptual idea, so that's good. Created by the user. It will be concept, so I don't need to assign it is purchased or in-house built. I don't need to give all this data. I'll just say create file. So now I have my part file created with the next available document number assigned to the project or part, and when I go to my data card, I'll see all the information I have given for that selected part file. What I'll do in the background, I'll open the part file inside SolidWorks. If it is SolidWorks file, if it is AutoCAD file, I'll open it in AutoCAD file and add all the conceptual ideas in that part file. Same way for your assembly, right click, new, assembly. Same way for your drawings, complete your design, complete your part, assembly, sub-assembly, drawings of part, drawings of assemblies. Once when you are done with your design, select your files. You can always say Ctrl A and select all the files, or you can press Ctrl button or Shift button, drag and select your selected components. Just say check in. That's good. The file is under editing as you see in the state. Once that is done, when I feel okay, my concept is fixed from my side at least, and I want to ask this concept for an approval. So in your organization for Parason, CAD engineer will ask for an approval to design engineer. Right click, change state, submit for approval. Or what I can say, let's say this is just a concept. I want design engineer to check first and send for an approval to my team lead. In that case, I don't need to change the state. I just chat with my users. I'll just say notify a colleague, select the user to whom I need to work with, let's say Sachin, and say and give the comments. That's easy. That's easy. It is inside Solidworks Pdm to chat with your users. Right? You can always use a hyperlink inside Solidworks Pdm. Let's see. What I can do is I can say copy link in my right click, then go for notify a colleague. I'll say here paste the link and select the user, let's say Sachin. Right? I'll say please go through the concept design and let me know if it suits for the job. And I'll say send. That's easy. That easy it is. Let's log in into search in and see how that comment has been sent out. I'll close out here. Let's log in into search in So username search in, I'll give the password, that's it, login, and all my communications are in my background. So this is the inbox of Solidworks Pdm. You can always link your inbox to your email ID. I'll see the whole comments, everything. I even see the person photo so that I'll know, okay, this email or notification came from that selected user. Please go through the concept. Let's see. I'll click on this. Solidworks Pdm will directly take me to that file. I don't need to go all the way from folder to folder to get to that file, or I don't need to search anything. Just click on the hyperlink, Pdm will take you to there. Once when I'm done with my design, I'll see, okay, the concept looks good, fine. If I don't have Solidworks Pdm installed, I can directly go to my preview tab and search it. Now, let's understand the user interface of Solidworks Pdm. We have seen how to create a project, right? I didn't explain the user interface of PDM because, as I started the video with, it's your Windows. It's just your Windows. You don't need to learn anything from Solidworks Pdm as a user interface because you already know it. If you are using Windows, either it is Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, yes, then you know Solidworks Pdm. You don't need to learn it. But again, let's understand the different concepts inside Solidworks Pdm user interface. Okay, so for this, let me go for a user interface and explain you how it will look like. Okay, let's see. For this, let me go for a different project. Let's say refining TDR 17 CAD, or I don't think I have that much of CAD data placed. Okay, yes, here I have some CAD data. So let's see the user interface. Okay, so the first thing, the preview tab. Every time when I select a file, the preview tab will give me all the information how that file will look like. Either it is a CAD file, it is an Office file, you have your data. So let's say I have this file or any file, even a text document, even a PDF document. Every file will have your data. Now these files are checked out. So let me go to user interface of admin so that you'll see all the information you need to see. Login as admin. And I'll go to the folder where I need to work on. It will be pulp and paper, refining, TDR 17 CAD. Okay, so before understanding everything, let me say check in everything. That's good, everything is checked in. Now if I select a Word file, I'll read everything about that Word file. You can scroll. Excel file, yes, I can read everything, even your sheets. See, different types of sheets. You can browse to every sheet you have in your Excel and read it out. Drawing, yes. Part, yes. Toolbox component, yes. So every file type is readable. Text file, yes. PDF file, yes again. Right? The image file, let's say I'll zoom it. Zoom in, zoom out. You can use your scroll bars, you can use your mouse pads, you can use your mouse wheel buttons to zoom in, zoom out, select everything. So that's good. Let's take an example. For example, this. Now the best thing here in your preview tab, when you click on your preview, it will convert your preview into a 3D preview. As an engineer, if SolidWorks or any CAD software is not installed in my computer, this is very helpful for me. I don't need a software to be installed to see the previews in 3D. You can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in by a scroller, rotate, pan, everything. Perspective views, right? So that's the preview tab. Even you can use a measure tool to understand the dimensions you have inside. Okay, and that measure tool works for everything, even the drawing. So let's say I'm inside a drawing. I'll zoom in to a specific place, let's say here. Now I'll use a measure tool to measure my dimensions. See? And I'll see all the information of every sheet inside the drawing over here. And if it is a part file, I'll see all the configurations of my part file here. Everything. Assembly, yes. Part, yes. Everything about that file here itself. For example, this part file contains different configurations and I'll see all the configuration data here. And the data card. Data card of Solidworks Pdm will explain you everything you have on that file without even opening it. As we have seen previously for folder, you'll see the same thing for your file. Either it is part, assembly, drawing, notepad, PDF, Excel, any document, you'll see every information of that file on your data card. For example, part treatment, part information, created by description, material, cost, date, weight, revision, everything. The bill of materials. For example, when I select a drawing, go to bill of materials, I'll see all the bill of material tables auto-created, pre-created for you. The best part, every department will have their own bill of material. For example, when I select CAD, I have CAD bill of material. When I select purchase, I'll have purchase bill of material. SAP, I'll have SAP bill of material. I'll select assembly and I have same. Height selected, show selected, indented, parts only, top level only, every way you can configure. You'll see the configurations as well. And the contains will explain me everything I have inside that file. Where used, as the name says, you'll see everything and everywhere that file has been used. So that's the user interface. That's it. You don't need to learn anything exactly after your Windows. Everything is your Windows. Now let's see something which is different. How to search a file. How to search a document. Okay, let's see. For example, I want to search some files. Let's say I want to search in this way. For example, I'll go all the way to my workspace. Instead of using a Windows search, I'll go to PDM Search. And I have the flexibility to search with anything I have, anything I can. For example, a name, description, part number, project type, for example, pulp and paper, project category. I want every file from refining, subcategory, location, say search, and you will have your results. So that's how easy it is to search inside Solidworks Pdm. You can always go specific inputs for your search. For example, I want to search part file of SolidWorks. Let's say I'll go to part card So where I'll see exact same card when I select a part file. For example, I want to search by created by admin, search, I have these many results. Now I want to search by a material, for example, ABS, search. So with 2 or more inputs, you can always refine your search inputs and get the results with your refined inputs. So previously I have many results, now I have a single result which I can work on. In the same way, you can use any of these inputs, even your part treatment, part info, checked in, checked out, variables, version data, workflows, labels, history, content, everything you can use for input. Good, right? So that's how easy it is to search inside Solidworks Pdm to retrieve your data, and the results are exactly in milliseconds. Unlike from Windows, where it takes a lot of time to search a file, inside PDM it will take milliseconds to search a file, because well, we use a database to store our metadata. All your information which you create inside Solidworks Pdm will be stored in a database for easy retrieval, easy storage, and easy communication for your data. So that's it with Solidworks Pdm user interface, search capabilities, and the process. Now coming to the process, let's understand in depth what will be the process of Solidworks Pdm. Let me go to the administration panel, where we usually design your PDM. So this is my Parason. I'll go to the project process. So this is the whole process for your project. When you create a new project, it will be project under thought, to under concept design, then concept selected, then design intent fixed, under CAD designing done, under production, under assembly, under quality testing, quality approved, under vendor development, and project released. So this is the whole process all the way from start to end. Parallel to this process, there is a second process, that is your CAD approval process, engineering change process. Let's see that again. So that is your CAD workflow. Let me zoom in it for you. Yes. So here all your engineering departments will come into picture, where you create your CAD data. So let's come back here, pulp and paper. Let's say this time we'll go for pulping, DLP. We'll go to the project, CAD, and when you select the file, you see the state which is under editing. Well, that is this. When I create a file for the first time, it will be under editing. When I send it for an approval, it will be waiting for approval. Let's see. Right click, change state, submit for approval. I'll select the person who will be approving the files. You will see all the list of every person you can ask for an approval. Select the person who will get the email notification or PDM notification. Type in your comments. That's easy, right? And say OK. So previously it is under editing here, right? Now when I say OK, it will change its state from under editing to waiting for approval. In the background, since I have selected Sachin, so Mr. Sachin will get the email notification for an approval. He log in, and when he say right click, change state and past approval. So before doing that, let's see the revision over here. When I select the file, revision column or the revision field is not updated? Well, because we didn't add the first revision. What happens in the background? When I approve it, the first revision will get created. I'll say past approval, or let's come back to the process. So as a person who will have the authority to approve a file, there are several processes again in between. For example, if there are any changes, I'll say editing required. If I feel I need to run a simulation analysis, I'll say send for simulation analysis. And if I feel everything looks fine, I can approve it, I'll say past approval. Let's come back here. Let's say everything looks fine in the design. I'll say past approval. I'll say design looks good, approved. When I say OK, it changed from state waiting for approval to approve, and when I come back to revision field, the revision field is updated with the latest revision, that is revision 01. That will be the first revision for that selected file. Now you can do this for pretty every file inside Solidworks Pdm vault. Every file is connected to your process. So now the file is here, and now coming to your engineering change process, if someone feels like, let's say your production people feels like something is wrong, something is fishy, what they do? They just log in, get to the file, right click, change state, request change. So what I did, I said the design is not added with the tolerance information, please check. Change needed. I'll select the person who will get the mail and say OK. So what happens in the background? The concerned person will get the email notification. They'll change. As you see, the state is under change. Once when they make the changes, right click, change state, change submit for approval. Tolerance added, changes made, select the person and say OK. Now it is in pending for approval. Let's see. Change approved. So before doing this, let me select the file and see that revision is 01, right? Now let's say change state, change approved. I'll select the person who will get the notification. Approve the design and say OK. So what happens here? When I say OK, this revision updates from 01 to 02. Let's see. State approved, revision 02, and everything we did till now captured in my history. See, everything happened. Revision 1, revision 2, what happened to that file, how many versions we have, which user worked on it, date and time, and the comment. So I said tolerance added. I said tolerance, this design is not added with tolerance information, please check. Then this, and it will also give the information automatically by like this. Document is approved by Mr. Admin on date. So as you see, PDM as a whole life cycle management software or a solution, Parason Global takes care of everything as data you create inside PDM world. Okay, so that's it with Solidworks Pdm client training. So let's see the agenda again. We have seen the user interface. We have created some data inside Solidworks Pdm. We have searched some files inside Solidworks Pdm, right? We have seen the workflows and the communication process for PDM. So I hope this training was quite informative for you. If you have any queries, you can always contact me, or you can go to these websites on the left and the right and get the information from there. I have my contact details in the bottom. I have my email ID and phone number. So if you have any queries, come back to me. This is Harikishan Gupta from